And my purpose to come to the convention is, of course, to meet people and have great conversations. But in the same time, what I do love about the WBC especially is the WBC cares, because I do really care a lot, and I move, I travel all over the world to help and do good things and serving people. And of course, I am the WBC International Champion at the lightweight division, so I'm a part of it, and this is actually the biggest honor for me. It's really sad that we're still talking about men and women. It's really sad. And this is another point what I do like about the WBC. They have a female convention. They honor the female as the male. And what makes a woman boxing, gosh, that's a passion. You can't say, I want to have this passion or this passion or this passion. You take what God gives you, and it leads you to another things. And boxing took me out of a lot of trouble back in my young age. It shows me how discipline is, what discipline means. It teaches me a lot. It's a life teacher. I used to say always, boxing is a life teacher. Yeah. And that's why I do it. I start actually with judo in Tunisia, where I'm born and was raised, and then I saw soldiers training boxing, and I couldn't move anymore. I was watching and said, wow, what they do. So I went back home to my mom and I said, Mom, I want to quit judo and change, and I want to do boxing now. And she was, of course, against it, because she said, no, you a girl, you can't do that. They're going to bust your nose and everything. So, and we went back and forth, and I said yes, she said no, until the age of 25. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to do it, no matter what happens. So, yeah. When I was a kid, I used to use my power, because I'm really physically a strong woman, and I used to use my power on the street to defend kids who got bullied by others. When I see somebody, treat this kid bad or whatever, and I go there and beat them for this. So I never knew how to use my power, how to have it under control, how to control myself, how to discipline myself, how to have the fire for something and be ready to sacrifice every single thing in your life to get there. And boxing teach me this. Boxing teach me how to not quit. Boxing teach me skills. Boxing teach me be patient, because even when you get a punch in the fight, you can't just fight back and just punch back. You have to be patient and have to be focused, concentrate, and these all things teach me boxing actually. I met a lot of wonderful people, like conventions. At conventions, you meet a lot of people. You have great conversations. You learn. You develop through conversations. You develop. You make an improvement. Even when I talk to you, I learn a lot. I use it to help others, and this is what boxing gave me. While I'm here, people know me a lot from all over the world. I have a huge fans, by the grace of God, and I can use it to reach people, reach their mind, their heart. Oh yeah, sure. Of course, if you do something with all your passion, they're going to take something from you, because you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice time with your family, time with a friend. If you really want to be somebody or to be somewhere, you have to do things what you never did before, like sacrificing everything, really everything. And but it takes, and it gives me at the same time a lot. So I'm okay with it. When I won the WBC belt, it was pretty early actually in my career. It was in my 5th or 6th fight, professional fight. And I never expect to have such a fight like that for a belt, and a green belt. I always say a Muhammad Ali belt. So I was very proud about it. This was, and my mom, she was there in on my fight. It was the first fight that she been, because she been always against boxing, and then she been there, and I was proud, and I was in the same time nervous, very nervous, because I want to show her what I can, what I do now, and I won the title, and she held it up, and she was proud. So this was actually my best moment. Yeah. One time I lost a fight. The only loss that I have in my record is it was the time I had a bad team behind me, and I hadn't enough support, and I went through a lot of psychologically issues, so I couldn't handle it. I couldn't deal with it, and this bothered me more than that I lost, because I lost the control over myself. And after this fight, actually it was a bad moment for me, but in the same time it taught me a lot too. Because when I lost this fight, I went back to myself and was reflecting myself, you know, why I lost it. It's not really because I'm physically not strong, or I'm boxing wise not good. It's just because mentally I wasn't there. So it was bad and good in the same time. If you see the purse difference between men and women, it's a huge, huge thing. And it's not fair, because actually we do the same. We train hard. Some of us women, they have families too. I'm one of them. I have 2 kids. We bleed, we sweat, we cry, we sacrifice, we give up things, we do everything, we work hard. Some women really harder than men. And at the end, you're gonna have a fight for $5. Really? Come on. No. And this have to change. The WBC, they do a lot for women. I don't know, I never heard that a WBA have a female convention. I never heard that the WBO have a female convention. I've never seen that. No. So I never heard that the WBA or WBO or whatever who have cares for someone else. I start to build my own children home in Tunisia, and I had about 20 kids. Now we almost have 130 kids. They are, you know, homeless kids, from poor family kids, from family who, you know, are addicted or something to drugs or alcohol or whatever. And my target is to serve, to help, to give, to express people, and not only children, adults, old people, people who are not able to defend themselves or take care of themselves or are really poor. These are things what I'm looking for. I don't look for being famous and all that, because success will come if you do it with the right intention and purpose.
Do you understand that you are representing the WBC when you walk every day of your life?
To be honest to you, before I get the belt and before I went to the WBC convention the first time, I didn't know that. But after that, I knew it. You know why? Not because I have now a belt by myself. No, it's just because I saw the WBC cares. At that moment when I look my skin. At that moment when I saw it, I'm like, damn, I'm a part of it. They do this, what I'm asking for. It's not only a belt, it's not only green and gold. It's much more than that. And today, I forgot his name. He gave me this today. And he told me he did a lot for boxing and everything. years ago, I said, I want to have one of these green belts because Muhammad Ali belt. And now I have one, I'm a part of it. And I can walk around and say I have a WBC belt, and I am with the WBC Cares.